Hey guys, we're going to do a little fabric protectant on the new 2022 Ford Maverick today. So there's a lot of products out there that you can spray on your fabric and work in and repel water, repel stains. But the one that I decided on is from Chemical Guys. So this is called Hydro Thread Ceramic Fabric Protectant and Stain Repellent. And you can see on the bottle here it says it works for up to 12 months. So typically we don't get the cloth seats very dirty, but we do have small grandkids and probably will haul them around in here at time to time. So decided probably a good idea to do that. So why did I settle on Chemical Guys? There's a lot of them out there, but as I was looking through Amazon, this particular product had pretty good ratings. It was a little less expensive than some of the really high end stuff. Plus, you get a lot more. I mean, this is a 16-ounce bottle, and some of the bottles are only like 4 ounces, and they cost just as much as this does. So, directions, make sure everything's clean right before you do it, typical stuff. And make sure that the surface is dry. And I've already tested on one of the seats over there on the side of it just to make sure that there was nothing weird happening. So what you're supposed to do is just to put a light cover on and then work it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work it in with this little horsehair brush. It just said with a soft brush, and work it in a little bit. And I'll do the back seat here and just sort of show you on the other side how that looks. And then we'll do a follow-up video here, in a few months and see how things are going. So one of the things you can see that I've done, I did put down towels to cover up the hard plastics and rubber surfaces. That is one of the things it says is to watch out for overspray. So I'll do that in the back seat. Obviously, you're going to need to cover the console and other stuff in the front seat. But another little tip I had was for the sides of the seats, instead of spraying it and getting overspray on, I'm going to spray it directly on the brush and then work it in. Probably not as much coverage as you get by spraying directly to the fabric. But, the sides of the seats are not also going to get that dirty typically. So let's get started and see how this goes. All right, so we're in the seat behind the driver, and found a little speck of something here. We'll try to get out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to avoid the seat belt. I'll move it out of the way. Just going to spray this in basically the seat area. Looks like enough. And then I'm just going to use the soft brush to not only work it into the fabric, but also into those seams, because obviously if you spill liquid, that's one of the places that it'll get to pretty quickly. Okay, it's looking good. It seems to have worked in pretty nicely. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the brush and just do the front of the seat here. A little more on the edge. I think that might be a place where you get a little dirt on it. So it looks pretty good. It does say on the bottle for this particular product, it takes about 20 minutes for it to dry, and then they say you can put on a second coat. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. We'll see when I get done with this. But yeah, so it's pretty quick drying. It does not smell. There's a slight smell of, I won't call it a cleaner smell, but it's not as bad as some of the other reviews. A couple of reviews I read for a couple of products said that you almost had to put a respirator on to apply it because the smell is that strong. And this is almost nothing. So that's pretty good. So let's do the seat back and get that worked in. We'll do the front of the headrest. I'm not going to worry about the back of the headrest. Don't see that being an area with a lot of dirt getting onto it. And then I'll bring out the fan and blow it. Once I got all the seats done, I'll bring out the fan and blow it through the car. And try to get this all dried out good. so I can do some other things that I'm going to record. So let's do the seat back and get that done while being careful. Yeah, I might have got that on just a little too thick right there because I saw it drip down. So let's set our bottle out of the way. Let's get those drips worked in. Okay, so I'm going to get the headrest and then top of the seat. So I'm going to put this right on the brush. And let's work that in the headrest. Get just a little bit more. Let's work that right here into the top of the seat where we might see a little dirt. It's interesting where I sprayed it the heaviest, little beads of the product work their way back out on the surface. So that might tell me that I had a little bit too much on there. And by the way, this is a horsehair brush, so it's losing a few fibers here and there, but that'll all sweep up real good. So I have to keep an eye on, like this was a really heavy spot. I have to keep an eye on that to make sure that I can see where that might leave a bit of a, I won't call it a stain, but you might notice that versus where we've misted it on for the rest of the seat. So pretty easy application. I'm gonna off camera here go through and wipe down like the seatbelt buckle and that stuff, and don't give that a chance to dry on there. But yeah, we'll try it on the other side and we'll see how that goes. Probably should do the seat backs. With 3 little grandkids, back of seats tend to get really dirty. So probably do the seat backs and then we'll do the front seats. That should go pretty quickly. So thanks for watching. Watch for more Ford Maverick videos. Just took delivery of this on October 26th of 2022. Got a lot more fun stuff to do to it. And I'll make videos on those. You know, my purpose of this is just for entertainment. And, you know, if I run into some things along the way that might help somebody else, then we'll put those things in there too. So, yeah, thanks for watching.